This presentation, I'm going to talk about director Christopher Nolan. I chose him for the very specific reason that he's self-taught and he didn't go to any film school or anything. He learned shooting movies with his dad's Super 8, and he moved on to the 16 millimeter, and then he went on and on until what he is now. And right now, his movies are pretty much the most sought after, maybe on par or on the same level as Steven Spielberg, even though some may give Spielberg an advantage because of the longevity and he's been in the game for a lot longer than Nolan. But yes, he makes great movies, and we are going to start off with his setting. The settings, he makes good use of urban settings most of the time, and then his movies are really, really relevant to the technological advancements of our age. And so usually in his movies you see very, very beautiful pictures. You can just tell that this person shooting this film is using high tech. And he popularized the IMAX. And then usually in his films, he shows, very, very beautiful scenes. You see that in Dark Knight. You see that in Inception, especially. And then most recently, Interstellar. And he makes very, very good use of special effects, such as in Inception. And then in Interstellar, that, like I said, the most recent example of all of that. Very, very beautiful, and he makes very good use of the latest technology and special effects. Okay. He also uses characters who are very, very deep. He tells their stories he tells their story so you can actually relate to them. For example, in the series, the Batman series, every single major character has a deep story that makes you not necessarily look at the bad guys as purely bad guys, but there is some kind of good in them, or they wanted good things but with a different procedure or different method. With characters like the Joker, Riddler, Harvey Dent, Bruce Wayne himself, and even Bane. In those guys, you see some of them are bad guys and some of them are good guys. But even the bad ones had, good reasons for what they did. They just chose a very, very bad, way of achieving the good end. And you can see from the following videos his special effects, like blowing up cities and something that always has you at the edge of your seat. He also makes good use of cross-cutting. He uses cross-cutting, and then he shows you, it takes you and then puts you in on at the edge of your seat, wanting to know what happens between the two simultaneously shown scenes. For example, in the clip you are seeing, it's Inception and they are racing against time, and somehow you kind of want this guy to succeed over here at this end just so their mission will be complete. And that's how good he is at using crosscut to achieve those effects. He also heavily relies on music and scores from Hans Zimmer. As you all know, he's a very, very great composer, and his music is beautiful, absolutely beautiful. And I sampled some of it here just so you see how he uses them in conjunction with the special effects and larger than life cinematography to just create a very, very beautiful picture or beautiful movie for us to enjoy. Actually, this is a combination of, his larger-than-life cinematography mixed with his cross-cutting skills. And this one is cut from Interstellar, his very recent movie, and then it shows his skills as a director. So enjoy, and thank you all for watching.
He never was coming back. It's up to me.
You're gonna save everybody. His dad couldn't do it.
Dad didn't even try! Dad just abandoned us! He left us here to die.
Nobody's going with you.
You gonna wait for your next kid to die?
Get out. And don't come back.
You can keep my stuff.
Stop it!
No.
No! What's the matter? There's a 50-50 chance you're gonna kill yourself. Those are the best odds I've had in years. Don't judge me, Cooper. You were never tested like I was.